Thank you.
There were good white people, bad white
They're
people.
usually very unhappy because they have to live up to this standard. These are the same people who complain about you didn't use the right form of there. You spelt it the wrong way. That's not how you spell that.
You know
one.
what?
You
did
grammar
that.
Nazis.
You know what? You did that in a text message the
I
other
didn't
day. You sent me something with bad grammar. I was going to say something, but I
know
figured
you
you'd have
wanted
a heart
to.
attack
I did it
about
on. I did it on purpose.
So I didn't. No, you didn't.
I did it on
No, you
purpose.
did it because you
Because
don't know how to spell properly.
Because I knew.
Hey.
I knew.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
I knew it'd get you upset.
Okay.
Because I know who you are.
Who am I? A white
Proper.
racist Nazi?
You're not racist. You're just scared.
No, I'm
you
not.
Because you
Scared of what?
You've been taught.
Certainly not of you.
You've been taught that you have to be proper. You've been taught that you have to do things the traditional way.
Well, I'm sorry. You know
but
what?
it doesn't work it doesn't work like that
Really?
anymore.
Really? It doesn't? I'm sorry. That's the way society works. Right? Like, if we all drive properly on the road, like, is that better? Or if we all drive like lunatics? Or if we drive
Sometimes
below the speed limit?
I
If we
don't
all
wear my
drive.
seatbelt.
Oh, whatever. And if you have an accident, you go through the windshield and die. It's not my problem.
I didn't say where I don't wear it.
Where don't you wear it? When you're making out with a young lady?
Right when I'm driving down my street to pull in, I take my seatbelt off right
Oh,
then and there.
whoa, you rebel, you.
So I'm breaking the law.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah.
I'm surprised the cop hasn't pulled you over.
When I'm driving down my block to my house, I take my seatbelt off,
Do
breaking
you?
the law. I run stop signs and all.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope you get. I hope your car gets totaled.
Yeah.
I hope you go right through the windshield. Seriously.
Oh, my,
Oh,
God
going, you think
forbid.
I'm going,
Brutal.
He
going,
just said he
God
drove through the stop
forbid.
sign.
I'm
Hey,
going
listen.
15 miles per hour. You think I'm going through the windshield?
Hey,
going that
listen.
fast?
I don't know.
But wait a minute, we got to get to something because you were just looking at the screen because we got TVs on in the studio, and you said we got to talk about this, the Anderson Cooper
Oh God.
mishap with the tweets.
Yeah. So after Trump, after rather.
Wait a minute, Brian.
oh.
Let me get producer man because he's
Oh,
over there.
great.
He's been
Producer man.
He's drunk. Or
He-
he's,
Whoa, no,
jeez.
he's sobered up now, but
He's fine.
I don't want him falling asleep eating cookies and drinking coffee
tea.
over there.
Okay.
Those cookies are amazing, by the way.
Yeah, somebody brought these Christmas
Oh, they're
cookies.
great.
And Mert won't eat them. He only eats the black and white cookie.
No,
'Cause he's-
Oreos.
Can you?
Just a completely
God,
black cookie.
what is
Oreo.
Oh,
wrong
because
with
he
you?
said those are the only ones that are racially
Harmonized.
harmonized. Did you say something like that?
I didn't say that. Stop
Oh,
making
okay.
up stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Always lying on the black man.
All right.
Always lying on us.
Okay. I don't want to lie on
Now,
you ever.
producer man,
What's up?
what is your opinion on the Anderson? Do you think he tweeted that out and then tried to pass the blame on
Oh, of
somebody else,
course.
like Brian Zagan thinks?
Of course.
Of course. I mean, is there
He
any?
claimed that his Twitter account or his phone was hacked. He came up with some BS excuse that he had to backpedal afterwards.
And his assistant. Then there's his assistant's phone.
How does his assistant's phone access his personal Twitter account?
Well, I mean, I could believe that. That I could say that his assistant maybe sometimes
That's
like
still-
writes
that's
tweets on
just
his
still-
behalf.
The fact that he had to backpedal and that was the second explanation
Yeah.
after, oh, my phone was hacked,
Yeah.
that is already.
Well, I'm glad you
That
guys
is
think that
suspicious.
because that lets me know that you guys think that Trump was lying when he blamed that tweet on his lawyer. You remember that
What
tweet, he
tweet?
sent out where he was accused? Well, he
Oh.
incriminated himself.
Oh, that was definitely a
What
lie.
tweet?
That was definitely a lie. I agree. I'll agree that Trump definitely
you
lied.
know what?
I'm actually completely unfamiliar with what tweet you're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
There was you know about it, Chris?
Yeah, he tweeted. I forget what he tweeted about. Was it something about?
I know what he tweeted.
When
It was
he
about the
fired-
Flynn investigation.
The Flynn.
I fired him because he lied to the FBI and because he lied to the vice president.
Yes.
And it was like.
But then
he
apparently
was-
Trump's lawyer took the fall
Yeah.
and was the one.
Yeah.
We've seen this with tweets from the beginning of Twitter. Oh, I was drunk, and someone or someone took my thing or my thing was hacked. That's been
That's
a
usually
Twitter
the go-to
excuse.
for politicians.
Yeah, that's been a Twitter excuse for everyone. And I wish Trump just would have said, I tweeted this. Just like Anderson Cooper. Listen, we all know you don't like the guy. We
Yeah.
all know about 99% of the CNN staff hates Trump's guts. Just say, yeah, I called him a freaking tool idiot.
Yeah.
Just come out and say that you did it.
Just admit that you're. Just admit.
They
like,
would have more respect for you
Yeah.
if you did.
Now,
Just
Brian,
make.
can I-
Yeah. Yes.
I just want you to clear this up for the audience. out
Okay.
there.
Okay.
You're not saying this. You don't have a problem with gays, right? You're just saying this because you don't like his politics, right?
Brian.
Why does that? Why do you?
Brian.
Hey, whoa!
Why-
Ryan has
Whoa,
an
Brian.
extensive history with the
Whoa.
gays.
I know he worked
wait.
at the gay channel
Yeah.
at Sirius.
I have no problem with.
That's
gays.
why I'm getting this on the record because
Who's gay?
I used to work at the. I was an intern at the gay channel at Sirius back
Yeah.
in the day. believe it or not.
I know. Good
And
for
He
you.
would
Oh,
go up
okay.
there. He would go up there for free.
This guy's accusing me
I
of
knew that.
being homophobic.
He wasn't getting paid.
Of
He was
who?
going up there.
Right now, he just said I'm homophobic.
Oh, Chris, this is what I was saying. I was saying because he has some, he may come off as a racist and
No, I'm not.
even a homophobe.
I'm not a racist.
But-
Only to you do I come across as a racist.
No,
Because you're
no.
obsessed with it.
No,
There's something wrong with you.
no. I'm sorry you feel that way. What I'm saying is, anybody listening to this may think that you are these things. I'm trying to tell people Brian Zager's just a scared white man. He's none of that stuff.
I'm a
He's just
scared white man.
Yes, it's okay.
All right.
He's just-
And I'm
Okay.
trying,
Hey.
and I'm trying to point out that
it's an image thing.
yeah, I'm trying to point out that Brian Zagan doesn't hate gay people. He worked at the gay channel at Sirius. What is the name of the channel?
OutQ. It's no longer. They got rid of it. Which is that's not anti-gay. They had a
Nobody
gay-
loves the gays more than Brian.
They had a gay channel and they got rid of it.
Yeah, it was
In the height of the gay era. Think about it. Now gays have no more power than they do now. The LGBT.
and they replaced it. They replaced it with the Breitbart show on.
Are you
TikTok.
serious?
Yeah.
What an insult.
Now, since we're at Sirius,
Hey,
We-
Breitbart's got some gay commentators.
yeah.
There you go. I didn't
But
even
let
know.
me
Yes.
get into Soriano's wheelhouse, Chris Soriano.
Oh, right.
Since he works at the NFL channel,
My
I don't want
wheelhouse.
to incriminate you and get you fired or anything.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But all the guys that came out in the news, the Marshall Falks, the McNabbs, and the other names I don't really know.
Yeah.
Buff tight end guy.
hmm
Suspended for sexual harassment and stuff like that. We were speaking about this before we came on air. You said you weren't surprised that some of this stuff came out. Can you tell us why?
Because I feel in sports,
Uh-huh.
you have guys that think they're a little bit too macho,
Alpha
too
dogs.
alpha dogs. And it's not just football. We see it in most sports. I feel football, being that it's the most dominant male hard-hitting sport,
Right.
you have a lot of guys that
Jacked
they're-
up on testosterone.
they're yeah.
HGH, steroids,
And not saying
Viagra.
that not saying that any of these guys are bad guys.
Right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a whole panel of Major League Baseball people that got caught, or NBA, because what do we see with the sexual assault? Men in power
Right.
and strong men,
Strong
to
men.
to the most part,
yeah.
and we haven't hit the sports surface yet.
Oh,
If
no.
if you notice, this NFL Network, ESPN NFL Network, was the first kind of big sports thing to drop with sexual assault. Never mind Roethlisberger and Kobe, which apparently we have just forgotten about.
Right.
In this whole sexual assault thing, we've forgotten about Roethlisberger and forgotten about Kobe.
Of course.
For some reason.
Yeah, we got about Peyton Manning too.
And we get 100%.
Yeah.
Those allegations got swept under the rug.
What, the Peyton Manning thing was pretty mild.
Whoa, whoa.
He played a little joke.
He put his.
He put his
ass-
testicles. Where did he put his testicles? Or
Yeah,
Gave
his,
someone a
his-
Spartan helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
How
Is
you
that
know-
what it
how-
was?
How you know?
I'm
Yeah,
just
it
throwing out
was.
a guess.
that was some frat.
It was stupid.
That was some frat boy
Yeah, you just
nonsense.
kidding around, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little different than
Let
this.
me Spartan helmet you right now, Brian.
All
See
right,
if
I
you
know
like that.
I know you'd enjoy it. I'm not gonna give you
Unfortunately,
that pleasure.
Unfortunately, you guys people are crazy. Unfortunately, as a sports fan, I'm worried that there will be more of these in the sports world. We've seen the Hollywood world get hit with it,
Right.
100%, and it does suck. People that are your favorite actors on your shows,
Right.
some of your favorite journalists.
Yeah,
I love Charlie Rose,
Right.
one of the best interviewers in the business,
Yeah.
come on.
and gets hit with this.
But you really love Charlie Rose.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
It's like when you heard.
I'm a
about Bill
Charlie
Cosby,
Rose guy.
I always
Yeah.
put it on right before I go to sleep. Charlie Rose's show.
You told me you used to watch the Cosby Show all the time, right?
I
Right?
loved it.
In a
I
different
still-
world, you used to watch that too, right?
I loved a different
Because you're like
world.
45, so you know
I'm
about all.
37, but that's okay.
My fault. I get them mixed up sometimes.
I
But
still
you-
do watch the Cosby Show.
Right.
I'll admit.
Right. Whoa.
Do they show it anywhere? I think it's been banished.
They did start to show it again.
Oh, really?
But you know what? And I think you all agree with me, is you separate the
Yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
It's television. I understand that. And I understand that the Cosby Show was supposed to be more of a realistic show.
Of course.
But I'll still watch the Cosby Show. I'll still watch House of Cards, even though they're still going to
Speaking
continue
of-
without Spacey.
Yeah.
I'll still watch those things.
That's why OJ.
Unfortunately, we will always think of these people as just
Speaking
schmucks.
of accusations in sports, you guys heard of Brian Banks? You guys familiar
Is
with
this
his
guy
story?
from ESPN? Who is he?
No, he was a linebacker
Okay.
for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes.
He was falsely accused by a girl he was seeing of rape. He
Mhm.
spent more than 5 years in prison
Yeah.
and then 5 years on parole after that.
Is he black?
Yes.
Of course. Okay.
And so was she. And then
that don't matter.
he was
black
exonerated
man.
completely.
There you go.
Listen, you know what?
And then that was actually one of the few cases where she was punished after the fact.
You
for
see
the
what's
false
going on,
accusations.
America? I'm talking to you white guys now. They're coming after you now.
Wait a minute.
What white guys are coming after you? Gay white guys. Women. They're coming to get you now. They were getting us before, and you thought you was okay with it. Them evil black guys beating, and I hear it all the time about the NFL players. Oh, it's a bunch of thugs, a bunch of criminals beating their women. Look at Ray Rice. Look at what's the guy who played for the Cowboys? And for
Zeke.
No, him too, but the other guy who they hired
Well,
before.
that guy.
The defensive lineman.
Yeah, that guy was awful. I can't think of his name.
Greg Hardy.
Greg
But
Hardy.
that guy was really like doing some bad stuff.
Yeah, but nobody said anything about the little kicker.
What do you mean?
What
He's
was
right.
it?
No, he's right.
Nobody said
The New
anything.
York
Wait,
Giants
what word did you say? The little what?
The kicker.
Oh, I thought you said a different word.
of the New York Giants, Josh Brown.
Of course you did.
Josh Brown.
Josh Brown. Yeah.
He's
Nothing-
white, by the way, Josh Brown.
Yeah.
For the
Nothing
record.
was ever said of that.
Ironically.
Nothing was until some black people started making noise about it. But this is not to attack white people. This is just to show you the people in power don't care anything about race.
He got suspended, Josh Brown, right? He did. He was suspended, right?
Yeah.
A
wait a minute.
flaky suspension.
Why didn't they just be like, what suspension? What are you talking about? He's getting a promotion. He's white. Why didn't they
White
just?
privilege.
Yeah, why didn't they just give him some white
There
privilege?
is no white privilege.
Oh,
That's what I like to
thank
hear.
you. Let me get a recording of that. I'm gonna cut that out.
No,
I want to cut that
There
part
is no
out.
white privilege.
Thank you.
And put it in the
Because
future soundboard.
There's only monetary privilege. You got to have
I agree.
cash.
Like OJ. Like when OJ got. Remember?
No,
Remember
here's
that?
the
That was a
thing.
prime example.
Because you'll agree with me, but you don't know why. You're agreeing with me for the wrong reason.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of white people angry because wait a minute, all these black people get affirmative action and all this other stuff and food stamps and everything you hate.
Yeah.
You attack that, but you don't see what the white people up at the top or the people with the money are really doing. Now they're coming after you because they say these white people got too much power.
Okay.
White Republican men have too much power. Now they're starting to come after y'all now.
No.
They're going to come after y'all. Watch what they do to Trump.
Oh yeah.
They
They already
they're
did.
not
What are they?
starting to come after them. They've been coming
Yeah,
after
what have they-
Republicans for decades.
That's what I'm talking about.
It
So what are you
hasn't.
talking about?
It hasn't been working like it is now.
No.
Now we're starting to ratchet up because women are getting more empowered. You
Ratchet.
can say it's been happening like that forever, but now it's
You're
becoming
s-
more prominent.
Most of the accusations have been hitting outspoken Democratic backers.
That's right. How about Al
Harvey
Franken?
Weinstein.
He's
Harvey Weinstein was known as the DNC sugar daddy.
Big
Al
time.
Franken was a potential 2020 Democratic candidate.
That's right.
He was
Wait a minute.
within the top
Nothing
5.
on that's bad for the Democrats. That Franken was a possibility.
Yeah.
It's
He
not-
was
it's-
within the
No, they
top
already
5.
no. You know why?
It's not
Because
bad for the
no, you know why? Because you know what the Democrats are like the Republicans. They're smart. You see what already happened? They already have the lieutenant governor. She's in the seat. She's going to be running next time. It's all fixed. They already have a Democrat. It's Minnesota. They love Democrats. If we were Republicans, there'd be infighting. We don't want this guy to replace him. We want this guy and that guy, and they
Yeah,
hate
you
each
have
other, and then we
like-
lose, and then we lose the election. That's what would happen because we're
That's
retards,
what I'm talking.
morons.
Yeah, you're right. You're retards. That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
supposed to
talking
say
about.
that. I'm
No,
not
you can
supposed to
say it.
that.
That's what I'm talking
Gotta bleep
about.
it out.
You can like producer man said. Well, it's always been happening. They've been trying to take down white men, but it ain't worked. It's never worked. Now it's starting to work. Now
yeah?
you're having white guys lose elections because of what they've done.
Just
Well,
go-
they lost an election to another white guy.
That's right.
But guess who helped that white guy win?
A bunch of
Black women.
people from out of state.
No. If you look it up on the news, they
Is
say,
it-
fraud.
they say a lot of black women.
If it was not for
voted.
black women, he does not lose.
Hold
Oh,
on.
you're saying
hold
more
on,
would not
hold
lose
on,
if it
Yeah.
wasn't for
hold
black
on, hold on.
women.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, that the voting turnout. 90,
That-
Now,
they
I know
that
you
whole-
saw something. Now, producer man saw
Yeah.
something before about numbers being fishy.
Yeah, let's hear
Yeah.
about this because he's full of conspiracies, but I think this one actually has some legitimacy to it. Let me hear this, producer man.
Yeah, let me pull up
Mert,
the
you don't
exact
say
picture.
anything over there. You just go and relax.
Oh,
Don't give me whoa.
At 6:58,
Leave Mert alone.
yes.
6:58 p.m. that night, we'd had Doug Jones
Mm-hmm.
at 424,039 votes.
Mhm.
Okay.
A minute later, we had him at 433,850.
All right.
So what?
What is that?
He all of a sudden got 11,000 votes within less than a minute.
Now, how do we
Impossible.
explain that?
Maybe that's how they
Impossible.
pulled. They just pulled the votes and
No.
like they count them and then they just kind of come in fast.
Maybe they double counted.
They
there's
double
a bit
counted
more
it?
evidence.
I don't.
I don't see anything fishy
Well,
about that.
I didn't really see anything
Well,
either.
can
The
I-
way he
can I
explained
talk-
it, I didn't get that.
Also,
What are these?
Well, he is drunk.
they
I
claim
know.
Go ahead.
that this is a special election
Uh huh.
going on between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
That's should be the lowest turnout. Usually, every
Yeah.
other election, there's lowest turnout.
Right.
And then supposedly,
Yes.
92% of registered Democrats came out to vote.
Almost the
No way.
I'm